Hey turkeys, you guys, oh my goodness, you're all big. Look at you go.
Oh, mister.
I think they miss me.
They do. They're like, oh, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yep.
You see me every day, like 3 or 4 times a day.
Yep. Oh, that's my ear. That's my ear, buddy.
I can see you all the time.
It is Saturday. What's the date, sweetie? 18th? 19th? Now I'm losing track of time. So if you guys are here in the Phoenix area, a couple things we wanted to let you guys know. The first one is we hopefully will have it up this weekend. We're going to have our first workshop here on the farm. It's going to be a chicken processing workshop, and that's very limited as far as availability on that. But if you guys are not part of the customer email list, make sure you guys head over to the website and join that, or message us if you're interested. We should have it up on the workshops and events page on the website. And then the second one is our pig program. So we're taking deposits for our bulk pork program. That determines how many pigs we actually raise on the farm each season. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys email us, because we sent that out to the customer email list. We've got several folks on there. And I know last year we had a few of you guys on YouTube that wanted to be a part of that. And so I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So a couple quick announcements here real quick. But we have to get ready for livestock. You guys saw the turkeys are getting nice and big. We have the broilers that we're going to need to get out into the pasture today. We have the pig enclosure that we need to build. So we've got a lot of work to do here this morning. I think probably pig enclosure. Let's do that. Let's get the pig enclosure done.
Black ones out on the sides.
Gotta get black. We got the pig enclosure done. It's always a good thing when Lori and I get this wrapped up because we know we're ready to bring those pigs in for everybody. Basically what we have is we have two 16-foot panels wide and we do three 16-foot panels deep, which is plenty of space for the amount of pigs that we typically have. So even if we have up to about a dozen pigs, this is plenty of space to have them on. Now we will move those every couple of months. Usually when they're really small, we usually pick them up about 60 to 80 pounds. So usually for the first couple months, they're small enough, especially with this much space, that they really won't need a whole lot of additional space and they won't put a lot of pressure on this land. But one of the things that we want is that animal pressure. So the manure that we don't pull out of the enclosure, and of course the urine from the pigs, is going down into the ground, saturating in there, and that's exactly what we want on this patch of dirt. And then what we'll do is about 2 to 3 months in, or about halfway through, we'll be able to basically duplicate this and move them into an enclosure at least this size, maybe larger depending on how many pigs we wind up with. And we can do that right there. So we've left enough space so that we can expand. Okay, a couple things I want to cover about that hutch that we were working on this morning. We learned a couple of things from last season with this hutch. It is made out of steel, so we don't have any issues there, but as pigs get bigger in particular, they're very destructive. So anything made out of wood probably won't last more than a season, but we did need to get 2 side panels on either side, so we got those in. And we don't want this completely enclosed. We do raise our pigs here during the fall and winter time, but we do push into spring and it gets hot on both sides of that. We want to make sure there's plenty of airflow through here for them. So we figured a visor here would be the best bet to basically give them enough enclosure as far as the winter time is concerned, so they can bundle in here really well and there's not a lot of breeze. But at the same time, there is plenty of airflow when it's hot. So we have this little visor here and then the 2 side panels that we added in. Now this hutch is about 6 feet deep, so just under 6 feet deep, and it's 12 feet wide. That's plenty of space for up to probably 10 to 12 pigs, which is really our max. We don't want more than that. At least ideally we wouldn't have that. So this hutch should be just fine. Now, another thing with this as well is this kind of visor that we have across the front. Lori, being the beautiful woman that she is, wants to name this hutch. So we figured what better person to ask than you to find out what you think we should call this hutch for our desert raised pigs. We'll put it right up here in, a stencil or something like that. Of course, I say we, and I really mean Lori. One more thing about the enclosure here. We're setting up these hog panels. We're really kind of estimating as we go. So the back corner behind the hutch where the pigs can't get to, there's a very small gap of about 2 to 3 inches, which is not an issue. And you'll notice this panel here is actually not attached. That's because we have to have a way of getting the pigs and unloading the pigs into this area. Now, when they first come onto the farm, they're very skittish. So we want to be able to back our trailer right up against here, open the door, and basically just have the ramp and let them walk down on their own and get comfortable in here. Once they're inside the enclosure, we'll come back behind them. They'll stay away from us when they're first here on the farm, and we'll have plenty of time to go ahead and get the last T-post in here and get this secured. One other thing, we've had folks ask us and insist that pigs will jump over this fence. We've raised over a dozen pigs, 4 different sets of pigs, and we've never had one even attempt it. So I'm sure there are pigs out there, and maybe we'll run into one, I hope not, that jumps over this panel, but we've never had an issue with pigs jumping over these panels. So again, fingers crossed, it's still true this time. Thirsty. Yeah. We have the nuggets in the tractor. I don't know whether or not we had it on camera, but it took a little longer because we just kind of eyeballed our small tractor and realized pretty quick that this many chicks was just not going to fit in there. So we went with the full-size tractor. So this is the 6x10 John Siskovich style tractor. We really do like these tractors. We've only had to do a couple of small repairs on them, so they are lasting really well. I want to say this is our 4th year, if I'm not mistaken, doing pastured broiler chickens, and we've been using these tractors the entire time. So only thing would be metal zip ties, definitely for us here in Arizona, as opposed to plastic, and really reinforcing the bottom hardware cloth is key. And of course, you're going to be replacing these tarps every single season. So I just get the inexpensive ones I can get from work, and they're not perfect as far as size, but they do the job. So you can kind of see they're pecking and scratching around, which is really good to see. Obviously, we don't have any of our winter grass in here, but we're going to keep them in the same spot here for several days while they get used to being outside. We want to make sure that we're close to the house because you can see we still have heat on them. We are getting down into the low 70s, high 60s this week. So we want to make sure, especially at night, that these little nuggets have plenty of warmth so that they're not getting too cold. But looking at them now, I can see a couple of them are panting, so I don't think we need to have the heat on them now. We're gonna go ahead and turn that off, but more importantly, I need to get out of their way because they need to get used to their new little enclosure. Today's video has been a lot on livestock, and you know, they are so crucial to our farm. One of the things about regenerative agriculture, kind of like what we're doing here, and integrative agriculture where we integrate livestock into the farm, is animals. And they're very, very important to the fertility of the farm. We obviously enjoy it as well, but I can't stress the importance of the care that you give your animals, and it's all part of the farm. You know, we have a lot of life that's come onto the farm. Not only do we have our livestock like you're seeing here, but birds, snakes, coyotes, obviously our favorite ground squirrels and rabbits, but all of them are here because there's life here. And that's really what we're trying to encourage, is life. And we really want that abundantly. And actually these turkeys, I think, represent that really good because, well, they're nice and big and they're friendly and they want to be here, you can see. And for some reason, they're really interested in my blue shirt today. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of that integration of livestock, especially on small farms like ours. It's just so critical and so important to the life here on the farm. You coming back over here? I know you want to. Hey guys. We're here on the other side of our little catch-up nook that we like to finish our vlogs with, but we got a lot done today. Actually, you got a lot done this week.
Yeah.
You were busy with the other channel, so I know we got one video up on there. What was it?
How to make kefir.
Oh, kefir, that's right. And I think one of the things that we didn't do is talk about the kefir grains and where to get them. So we did find those on Amazon, and we put a link in our Amazon shop for you guys. So if you watch that video on the other channel, you'll want to check that out. Getting everything done for the pigs was great. We're ready for the pigs, which is good. We got plenty of space, depending on how many of those we sell in advance, because that's how many we decide we're going to raise, and that's up to our customers that do deposits. So we're doing that, and I think I had said it already, but if you guys are here in the Phoenix area and you guys want to be a part of the farm, and more specifically would like bulk pork, we have the details on the website, and you can also email us. We're taking deposits through the end of September. So if you guys are here and you want to do that, we already have several of them sold. So if you guys are wanting that, though, I know we had several people ask last year, and we had already finished the process, so that was kind of our fault. We don't normally market stuff like that here on YouTube, but we do have that. It was great to get the broiler chickens on the pasture.
Oh yeah, they were completely outfilled, like overfilled both the brooders.
Yeah, and we went through, so we lost a total of 4 nuggets. 4. Right? So we got 149 that are out there on pasture now, so be interesting to see how they do. They look like they're pretty comfy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm happy to have them on the pasture.
Oh, me too.
Especially out of the house.
They're stinky in the house.
They smell bad and they're loud, man. They're peeps, like literal
they
peeps.
Are.
Yeah. We're in the 90s today, which obviously is very cool. I think it's almost noon, so we were able to go pretty late today.
Not that we wanted to.
Not that we wanted to, but we got our hats on because we know we need to get the shade on the necks and stuff if we're out too late. But it was good to get all that done. So, And of course, we still have a lot to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's not today.
No.
So just want to thank you guys for joining us. If this is the first time watching, this is actually our weekly vlog. We do this so we can get everybody caught up with the things going on here on the farm. So would love to have you as a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed, definitely do so and share the content. If you know anybody that's into this kind of thing, really helps us out here if you share it. And our Amazon shop, a free painless way to help support the channel as well. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. And one more thing, we do have a workshop coming up. It is a chicken processing workshop. That will be our very first workshop here on the farm. It's gonna be Halloween weekend, and you can see the details. We should have them up on the website by the time this posts, so hopefully you guys can check that out too. So just wanna thank you guys for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere,
So can you.
so can you. These other grays are even curious too. They're like, what is this that they're eating? Hey,
Yeah,
What?
the color of it.
what are you doing? What do you think you're gonna do, huh?
It's like, I'm gonna get part of this.
Somebody got into my armpit. Can I help you, mister? Just if you could just bend over, like right here. That's how they get all the views. Right between your hands.
How in the heck?
Screws are way over there. I'm gonna get right here.
Oops, I didn't mean to get your whole face in there, sorry. I totally drowned this one.
Obviously, these are livestock for us, but at the same time, hey there, whoops. All right, so we're actually over here on the other side. Oh. Seriously, man? I think man,
Just get bit.
yeah, it's an ant. I hate ants.
Okay, well,
Not aunts,
we got a furry.
ants. Ay, ay, ay.